Good evening. We're New York City's Mission Improv-able. This is Mission Live, our 8th installment, and we are going to be taking a 2-week break after tonight. And we'd like to make sure that you go to all of our different links on our pages. I'm giving the fellow improvisers some time to link to their Facebook pages, and we can also be found on YouTube. To my immediate right behind me is Reggie.
Hello.
We have Alec here, and
Hello.
we have Alan.
Hello.
And I'm David. We are New York City's Mission Improv-able. And we have a lot to talk about tonight, and since we are taking a short break, we want to make sure we try some new things as well. We'd like to deal with some of the offers that you give us. So please message us and let us know what you'd like us to talk about.
We'd love to hear from you. We're lonely tonight, so
Yeah,
please
it's very
do.
quiet tonight.
I'm lonely every night.
Oh, Alec.
Not by choice. Don't touch me, Reggie.
Oh.
Reggie, you're very touchy-feeling.
Yeah.
Reggie, well, you were telling me earlier that you had given a lot of money to a Nigerian prince.
Yes. Yeah. He private messaged me,
Uh-huh.
and I really felt like I could make a difference. He needed to get to the U.S.,
Yes.
but his assets were frozen for
Yes.
some reason. I don't know.
No, okay. So how much did you give to the Nigerian prince?
Oh, my life savings.
Which is what? You even use real money?
Yeah.
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 Do you work at all?
I'm in all those movies. I
Ours-
gave him over $200,000.
You do realize that's a scam, right? That's like the oldest scam on the internet.
No, that can't be.
Yeah. Didn't you say earlier your wife left you?
Yeah, she didn't like me sending my life savings away, but I'm gonna make that times 10 really soon.
Because the Nigerian prince told you.
Yeah, he said when he comes, he'll look me up.
Looks like Reggie's going to be giving some fluffy handy J's to the cast of the Muppets now for $5 a pop.
So what did you do?
What?
What did you do a couple days ago for National Hand Manipulated American Day?
That was.
That's what we're calling the puppet now?
Yeah.
What? Hey, what'd you say?
Puppet!
Bit.
All right.
Yo,
So
can you stop spitting on my neck, Pinocchio?
heard some good news today. We have some good news today for the MMA fans. And I know, don't you have like MMA on your truck?
I do. I'm a huge mixed martial arts fan, UFC fan. For the first time in 19 years, mixed martial arts, more commonly known as the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championship, has become legal in the state of New York. So we're going to be getting all that fanfare and revenue that should have been happening at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. How many years has it been?
It's been 19 years.
19 years
as I
trying to get
said.
that legalized.
Yep. So finally, and that got me to thinking, that's beautiful for the state of New York. And I think that some other activities should start following suit too. What do you guys think should also be legalized?
Well, I'm going to go the easy route.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty funny that it only took 19 years for people to be allowed to beat the shit out of each other for money, break each other's arms, but in 100 years, I still can't legally smoke a joint. So I'm going to put that out there. Why don't we make it legal for Alec Vanacore specifically
Just Alec.
to be able to smoke one joint?
The New York
Just
State
one.
statute of the Alec Vanacore.
Yeah, you start small. It's baby steps.
Oh, all right.
That's where it's at.
All right. What about all your friends?
They're gonna
How many
get.
friends,
He just
David?
said before he's
Yeah,
quite
right?
lonely.
Yeah.
Me, I'm your friend.
Reggie, you said something earlier that you would like to see legalized in New York.
Yeah, I think it's about time children get the same rights as adults to work. It's a hobby. They need to get that work ethic in early.
So you believe that children should be making like things like sneakers and iPhones and
Yeah,
wherever their little
whatever
hands
they
will
want
fit?
to do.
Yeah, in my mother's motherland, they do that, and no one complains about it.
Yeah, I saw a movie where their fingers are tiny enough to polish the inside of the bullet casings and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and like You know, every job has
Something
a
about a
saver.
list.
Yeah.
Reggie,
And
you
those kids
do
don't like it. They
realize
can
that
get the hell out.
we had horrible child labor in our country, and we got rid of that through laws preventing children for this abuse.
Right, they were horrible child labor laws.
Right.
That
Because
should
those
be resolved.
because
Yeah.
those kids were horrible at their child labor, so we need to replace them with some skilled children.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was the real problem, is that we had some really crappy child workforce back
Right.
in like the 1900s.
All they wanted to do was sail on the Titanic and jitterbug and eat and have bathtub gin.
You know, thanks for supporting me, friends. I appreciate it.
We're not your friends just because we agree with you.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, so let's reverse that. What would we like to see criminalized?
Oh,
What should be criminalized in New York?
those fucking handlebar mustache hipsters.
Oh.
Go away. It's just done. You should be criminalized if you're still on that whole trend.
so the style or the people?
Both.
Huh.
The idea. We're going to criminalize an idea. This
Oh,
is
that's sick.
groundbreaking.
That won't create a slippery slope.
No, not at all.
Okay.
I think maybe we should make persecuting people for having a short mustache illegal.
Oh, so not that little small one.
You should be allowed to have the little small mustache and not be.
Well, people can have them.
Yeah, but they're
You don't
also
want
like
them.
attacked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It reminds them of Hitler.
Who?
Charlie?
Yeah, Hitler.
Never heard of him.
I think they should criminalize all those calls I get on my cell phone that try to sell me stuff.
Yeah.
You know who you
Once.
are. Reggie, you call me every day and try to sell me something.
Yeah, once every day.
I think they should criminalize prostitution being illegal.
You know,
It's the world's oldest complaint. Why can you give it away for free, but it's completely illegal to sell?
Yeah.
Unless there's a camera there and you're making a movie, and then it's perfectly legal again.
Right, if you put a camera in there. But if you put said movie onto a website, then you can't. Then you're going to get sued for $100 million by a aging wrestler.
Yeah.
Is that what happened from last week?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
boy.
we haven't learned our lesson. So
All right. Well, I'd like to maybe go into our first segment, and let's start with celebrity advice.
segment. That's the theme
We
song.
need segment music.
You just did it.
We'll just write it over the break. We'll write it over the break.
We'll write it over the break. We're going
Yeah.
to come back after this mid-season break with all new premise.
What's the segment called?
and new characters.
Celebrity advice, the good, the bad, the ugly. So,
yes.
Benji, who are we giving advice
Wait,
to?
but how does this work?
Well, the way it works is I'm going to give good advice today. I
Okay.
feel like I can give good advice,
So I'm guessing that our producer Benji is going to give us a celebrity.
and then I'll give the good
Oh.
advice. You're going to get to give the bad advice.
Okay, I'm good at that.
All right, and Alan's going to give horrific advice.
The ugly advice.
And I'll just make commentary.
Okay,
Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
maybe.
Can I give Reggie advice?
Oh boy.
All right.
Okay, so Cat Williams was beat up by a 17-year-old boy.
Of course
He
he
needs
was.
some advice about
All
what
right, good advice. Cat, you're tiny. You are smaller than most 17-year-old boys. STFU, Cat. You're going to win every time.
Someone
Just don't say anything.
thought funny university. Got it.
That was my advice, STFU.
Mr. Williams, because I don't know you well enough to call you Cat.
Kitten.
I just want to say, I think you should keep doing what you're doing. It's not your fault. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of 17-year-olds that could beat me up. They're in their prime. You know what I mean? They're full of energy. They're playing sports all the time. They've got something to prove. So I think you should pick on enough 17-year-olds that you learn how to fight them, and then you'll be able to beat them.
Yes. Now I'm gonna go with another piece of advice for you, Mr. Cat Williams. Y'all used to be a motherfucking pimp, all right? This is what you're supposed to be used to being. And I don't know about you, but I never heard of no pimp getting his ass beat by a 17-year-old little bitch. So man the fuck up, get up, dust off your pimp cap, and be the pimp that you is.
That was very Cleveland.
No, this is Cleveland.
Okay,
This is
I
Cat.
stand corrected. Can I see a little conversation? Cleveland giving Cat some advice in this little conversation.
Oh, listen, man. Listen, Cat. Y'all got to get back to your roots. Just go back and do some comedy. Listen, Cleveland. Nobody liked your show. Brothers don't like you at all, so don't be giving me no advice. All right, I was just trying to talk to a brother, that's all.
That's
I'm the
about
whitest
all.
guy on this show doing all of this stuff.
Reggie,
Well, I just
do you
want
know
to
who Cat Williams is? Not Cat Stevens.
Cat. I imagine he's like a furry, like he's into that kind of stuff.
No.
Sure.
Nice try. All right, so who's our next celebrity?
RuPaul has said that the show Lip Sync Battle is just a badly done ripoff of his show RuPaul's Drag Race.
Right.
So what should he do about the show Lip Sync Battle? What should he do to that show?
Rue,
Mr.
if
Paul.
I could call you that, or Mr. Paul.
It's one name.
It's
What's RuPaul's last name, by the way?
STFU.
Charles.
Yeah, you don't get to make fun of other people's shows just because you think you got there first. It's America. It's competition. Just let it go. You make your show. They make theirs. That's all.
Sucks.
Advice for Mr. Paul, RuPaul, Mr. RuPaul.
Yeah.
I'd say maybe you should call the police and report your stolen show, and they'll get right on it.
Yes, they will.
Ah.
Of course they will.
I say you come up with an entirely new show where you beat the shit out of Cat Williams in a different state every week. And that's my advice to you, Mr.
While
Paul.
lip-syncing.
While lip-syncing in the most fabulous dress you've ever worn.
Sounds like a premise.
Yeah,
I like it.
I'd watch that.
And it's legal in New York now.
It is totally legal to
Cat
beat up,
Williams.
to put on a dress and beat up Cat Williams in New York.
Yeah, Reggie, do you know who RuPaul is?
RuPaul. RuPaul. Is he made of money?
Well, maybe these days. Done pretty well for himself, herself.
So I would say
Bruce Self.
rip off your arm and sell it because you're made of money, and just live off that.
You really have no idea how human beings work, do you?
No.
Okay. Who's our third celebrity?
Hashtag man in a tree. Man in tree.
Oh, the man in the tree.
Yeah.
This is the guy in Seattle,
A
right?
guy in Seattle climbed up an 80-foot tree in the center of Seattle and decided to stay there. But he threw apples and pine cones and branches at people who tried to get him out of the tree. But then he climbed down himself. So what should he do now?
Are they threatening to
Now
cut
that
this
he's
tree
out of-
down, or
What? No.
is it he just decided to live in a tree?
That's
All right,
the
you
dream.
guys go ahead.
But what should he do now that he's out of the tree?
Tree man.
Find tall things to climb. But instead of throwing down things to hurt people, throw down money, have them send up really good coffee, and make it into a show. You've got a show. There is no man in the tree show. Contact RuPaul, ask for some advice, you start your own show. Man in the tree. Could be an interesting show. I might watch that.
I think he should climb back up the tree with a long metal rod and stand atop of the tree and wait.
Pole sitting.
Basically, yeah. It rains a lot in Seattle, so I get that advice. I think man in the tree, hashtag man in the tree, should climb up RuPaul and throw things at Cat Williams, and I'll put it on TV, and you could lip sync while you're doing it.
We could produce that.
We could.
We could produce that.
David,
If you're watching Man in
Made
the Tree,
Benji
call
laugh.
us. Yeah, Reggie.
I have an embarrassing question.
Okay.
What's hashtag? Is that the guy's first name?
Yeah.
It's
His
some-
last name
Yep.
is Man in Tree.
Yep. Hashtag man in tree.
Okay.
He's,
Okay,
He's,
then I
he's
have a
Amish
he's
and Indian.
He's Amish Indian. Yep.
So
Native American.
hashtag should start a business where he sells the game tag.
Okay. I'm not sure
It's
that.
actually not a terrible idea. I wonder if we can make an app where you play tag with people.
While smoking hash.
Let's go.
So Another thing that's
I'd buy that.
trending that I saw today was this teenager who used a 3D printer to make his own braces. Did you guys see this? I think it's like 17, 18. He used a 3D printer. He couldn't afford braces. He made, I think it was 19 or 20 different applications to put on his teeth so that they would correct. It cost him $60-something as opposed to thousands. So my question to you guys then would be, what would you use a 3D printer for to save money?
Oh. I would print $992 bills every month because that's what I pay in child
That is
support.
also not illegal in New York State.
Oh yeah, going back to what we should legalize in New York State is we should
Counterfeit money.
yeah we should legalize counterfeit money again.
Again.
I'd probably make like a servant, like a little man,
Oh.
like a little man to do things for me.
Okay, it's a 3D printer. It creates things that are inorganic.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
we're
I mean,
It's not a
kind of.
robot. It's just you could make a little person, but it's not going to move.
Well, maybe you can't, David, but
But Alec and I are
I can.
Alec and I are going to print the parts to this robot servant, aren't we?
Yeah.
And we're gonna. I mean, he'll have the 3 laws installed,
Yes.
obviously.
No hurting people.
Mm-hmm.
Doing what people say,
Right.
and no
No answering the
sleeping
door.
with my wife.
Oh yeah, no sleeping with Alex.
That's rule
Would
number
Would you
three.
would you
Sorry.
print something on your 3D printer for your wife to keep her from?
like a
Yeah.
chastity. Like,
Yeah,
Like
a
a
lot.
dark, deep hole. I would probably print
You can't.
for my ex-wife.
You know, I think Alan was on the right track. But instead of printing money, print that RuPaul's arm.
RuPaul.
RuPaul. Print his arm over and
RuPaul
over.
is not literally made of money.
So you can sell it over and over, but it's not
Figurative.
counterfeit.
Reggie, do you know the difference between literal and figurative?
Yes.
He's not literally made of money. If he was literally made of money, he would be made of money.
That's what you
He's
told me.
figuratively made of money,
I
meaning
think-
he's worth a lot of money.
Yeah, he's
If
worth
you
a
rip
lot.
off his arm,
So if I rip
he would
off
just
his arm,
be
I can
missing an
sell it
arm.
back to him.
Oh my God.
I think if we have any viewers out there, if any of you are out there who can think of anything we should have 3D printed, please just comment.
Let
and
us know.
Tell us.
We'll
know-
read your
you know what'd be-
response.
I'm a viewer.
You know, be even better than a little servant. I want to 3D print a 17-year-old boy to protect me from Cat Williams.
Well,
right.
you
He's
know,
a
we were
scary little
talking, I don't know, maybe a month ago, about the organic pods that were created
Oh,
for
4 shows
when
ago, yeah.
when you die, you can have your ashes put in the pod, and the pod goes in the ground,
Mm-hmm.
and a tree grows out of your ashes.
Yeah.
Apparently, that is not the only thing that they're putting ashes in now.
No.
Really?
You can have your ashes pressed into vinyl.
Ooh.
And this is a real thing, you can have your ashes pressed into a dildo. So if you want to leave yourself for your spouse to gratify them, this is an actual thing that exists. What other things could we put our ashes into that you think would benefit humankind, or maybe just your family? I don't know. Yes,
I know.
Reggie.
Yes. If I were to put my ashes in an hourglass to remind everyone how much limited time you have and terrify them to shit.
Shut up, terrible Facebook meme.
What would you put your
Lord.
ashes in?
I would. I'd have my ashes secretly put into. I don't know, maybe like a few churches. So on Ash Wednesday, they're putting me on their face.
That's a good idea.
Oh
I
God.
didn't realize you were that religious.
I'm not,
Oh, okay.
but maybe it would bring me back. Isn't that how it works?
Bring it back.
Wouldn't that resurrect me? Isn't that?
No.
No.
Alan,
Yeah.
where would you want
Yeah,
your
it would.
ashes? Would you like your ashes pressed into anything?
Yes. I would actually like to be ground down into a fine powder. Just enough that you can feel the grit of it. And I would like the ashes to be given to my son so that he can slip them into my ex-wife's body lotion so that I can get under her skin just one more fucking time.
Nice.
Good for the ages.
Yeah. It's good for the skin, too.
Yeah.
A little Allen on your face never hurt.
Yeah, true story. My kids actually know what to do with my ashes.
Do they really?
Yeah.
What is it? Sure.
They're supposed to take my ashes to China. They'll tell you this is true. They take my ashes to China and then throw them in manufacturers' faces and say, "Made in America, bitch."
Nice.
So that's what I want
Are they going
done.
to say it in Chinese?
With
or in
I don't care what
English?
language they said. They can say it in every language they can imagine.
They probably get
You can
killed.
imagine languages?
I'm starting with you. They're going to throw my ashes in your face.
I'm not in China.
I don't know where you were made.
That's a legacy of hate, David.
That really is.
It really is. I know. I apologize. No, I don't.
I personally would like, in all reality, I would like my ashes
In chocolate milk.
in chocolate milk.
Ew.
Yeah.
I'd want to be taxidermied with the wings of an eagle.
And you can put the rest of the eagle on my taxidermy body.
I don't know what's happening right now,
I have a
honestly.
confession.
Way
I've
off
lost
track.
So what I'd like to do is maybe move us into why is this trending? There's lots of stuff trending today.
Why is this
We
trending?
try not to look at what's trending during the day, so that these are always a surprise to us. And
Alec doesn't own a phone.
or internet. And we'd like to know what's trending. We're going to try to guess why this is trending, and then when we get it all wrong, Benji will tell us why it's actually a trending thing right now. So what's trending right now?
Interstate 95 in Florida.
Interstate 95 in Florida is trending?
Yeah.
The entire interstate?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, everyone knows.
Uh-huh.
If you've read the news, unless you're illiterate, the Interstate 95 in Florida is trending right now because there was a truck carrying bath salts crashed, and the road got soaked with bath salts, and now Interstate 95 is trying to eat homeless people.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I hate to tell you, Alec. I mean, that's a good
This is
guess.
why it's not legal for pot for Alec Vandercourt in the state of New York. Yes.
That's a great guess. However, from my understanding, Interstate 95 in Florida is a newly formed band of all the presidential candidates who have bowed out of the race so far.
Sounds terrible.
They're fucking horrible. And they're only allowed to play at library openings and retirement homes.
Well, Interstate 95 is trending because apparently Cat Williams is driving in a white Bronco down the interstate and throwing fruits and vegetables at anybody that even looks like a teenage boy.
Oh.
Fruits and vegetables.
I don't know why he's doing it. It's on the news.
I've lost my motherfucking mind by now.
Why is it trending,
Yeah, why is it really trending?
It's Reggie's turn.
Reggie?
Oh, me? Well, Satan worshippers have signed a petition to rename I-95 I-666 and make it a crossroads to the devil himself.
Not Satan worshippers, you.
You
did that.
You did that,
I
Reggie.
started the petition.
I thought so.
But Satan worshippers signed it.
Yeah. 4 of them?
4,000.
Okay, you made that number up. I believe the 4.
No, 4,000
4.
exists. It's a
Okay.
real number.
It is a number, just not the people
You
who
said I
signed the
made up
petition.
that number.
All right, why is this really
4,000
trending?
of us did sign it.
Interstate 95 in Florida. 2 trucks crashed, leaving highway littered with Frito-Lays and beer.
Which everyone knows is the exact
Same thing as
ingredients in bath salts. So
You
that's,
were close. You were
I
in
was
that round.
dead on.
Yeah.
You were pretty close, man. Yeah. All right. So
Wow.
now, what's
Yeah.
happening?
So what else is trending?
Racine, Wisconsin.
Racine, Wisconsin. No hints on that, huh? Just Racine, Wisconsin. Just a place.
Racist Wisconsin?
Racine.
Actually, it's not necessarily a place. It's the name of the prettiest girl in Wisconsin. Her name is Racine. But unfortunately, being that she lives in Wisconsin, she's about 450 pounds. But she's making headlines because she recently lost a half a pound. The prettiest girl in Wisconsin, named Racine, has lost a pound. So people in Wisconsin don't find her as attractive anymore.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah.
Racine, Wisconsin. You were very close.
No.
It's the name of a 17-year-old boy who got into a fight with Cat Williams. That's why he's trending.
Reggie, your mouth is not moving when you laugh.
Okay,
Reggie, why is Racine, Wisconsin trending?
Racine, Wisconsin wants to trade places with Los Angeles and just like move their entire population over and LA's entire population to Racine. Just
All right. Well, you're all wrong.
in hopes.
You're all wrong.
Enlighten us.
The hashtag tree man from Seattle got in so much trouble that he is relocating to Racine, Wisconsin, where the trees are taller and friendlier than those in Seattle.
And there's a lot of slower fat people there, so you can
Can't
throw
climb
things
up
at
the
No
them
trees
one's
much
climbing
faster.
easier.
after him. Yeah.
So why is Racine, Wisconsin trending?
A 17-year-old girl gave birth in a bathroom
You're 2 for 2.
I'm killing it right now.
You are 2 for 2. You knew as a
in
teenager.
her home.
Why is that news?
How is that news?
happens
Every
every
day.
day.
Oh, there's
In
no
the
father.
in the bathroom of her home. She didn't
Every-
know she was pregnant.
Oh,
That
she-
almost
thought it-
happens
she thought it
every
was
day.
a big poop.
because Wisconsin people.
It was a baby.
It was
a boy
Racine.
baby.
Was this a very large person?
No.
Really?
It's probably, well, there's
Skinny
Wisconsin's known
Skinny
person.
for
person.
its
How did she not
cheese.
know she was pregnant? Does it give you any information?
Because you get bound up from cheese.
Yeah, cheese is very binding, and it just
9
it
months of.
masks the symptoms of pregnancy.
Am I pregnant?
Nobody in her family was like, "You're
You
showing." All right. What else is trending?
I like it.
We have time for one more.
Sumatran rhinoceros.
Ooh, Sumatran rhinoceros.
Uh,
What's the plural of rhinoceros?
Rhinoceri.
Rhinoceri.
Sumatran rhinoceri is the brand of, it's the type of marijuana that Alec is actually going to be able to smoke in New York on a pedestal in Washington Square Park once they do legalize the Alec Vanacore can smoke a joint law
One
in
joint.
New York. Just one joint. That's all.
You know, we were on a similar track. I thought this Sumatran rhinoceri is actually a MMA move that is being used legally now in New York.
That, you know what? You're very close. Very close. But more educated people know that the Sumatran rhinoceros is a sexual act in which 3 dudes lay with their faces up to make rhinoceros horns while a lady scoots across them.
David,
Yes, Reggie.
at the risk of sounding dumb again,
Yes.
what's sex?
Reggie, you have 2 kids.
Yeah.
But his kids were made by someone.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Isn't everyone just made?
Okay.
Yeah,
Reggie and I are going to have a talk. We're going to have the talk
No, please.
about the birds and the bees after the show later.
There are birds involved?
Yes, there are, Reggie.
Oh,
There are birds and bees
bees
involved.
make sense. Bees make up everything.
Of course.
But birds,
Yes.
wow.
All right.
Birds and bees have sex with each other, Reggie.
Was
But I
that,
still don't know what sex is.
was that our last trending?
You will.
What is it?
Why is
Oh,
it
yeah.
trending?
They finally saw some for the first time in 40 years. Scientists. They couldn't find it. They lost them for 40 years, and
Where
now
did they lose them?
Sumatra?
How do you
Lost
lose
the
a
sex?
rhinoceros?
They're
Oh.
huge. How do you lose them?
They couldn't find them for
Sumatran
40
rhinoceros
years,
aren't
and then
really
they
that big.
finally were like, "There's one."
Oh, because Sumatra doesn't exist anymore. That's why.
Yeah.
That's exactly why they lost them.
Okay.
As an educated.
And now they're
person
back.
would know.
Well, that's kind of exciting news.
Yeah.
All right. And there's a truck spill on I-95 in Florida with all the rhinoceri that
should go.
You don't
spilled
think
out.
the
Fritos and
Sumatran
everything like
rhinoceros
that.
were just waiting for that last white rhino to leave?
Then
Yeah.
they're like,
Finally,
Persecuted.
motherfucker, we
Yeah.
can come back. Woo!
Yeah.
Thought that crack was never gonna leave.
So I want to try a new game, if everybody's up for
I
it.
could say cracker because I am one.
Yeah. Alan had a good idea
Cracker,
for
please.
a game called Let's Make a Movie. And we're going to get a premise for a film from Reggie. I'm going to give a little bit more detail about what the film should be. Alec here is going to introduce some famous celebrities or stars or even characters that should be in this film. And Alan is going to sing the title song from that movie. And I think with a package, with a premise, celebrities attached to the film, and a title song, we could greenlight something very soon.
Yes. So if
Real
any,
quick, Union says I need a break.
The union needs to let us cut to a real quick transition. And we'll be back in 3, 2,
3.
3,
3.5,
2,
2.5.
1, and where Reggie had to go to the bathroom again.
You had a hand
Every
up his
show,
ass.
every show. All right, so what do we have for our premise?
The premise for a movie?
Yeah,
Oh, hey, Alex.
hey, Alex.
Hey.
What's going on, man?
Alex is in our newsroom.
is it the title?
Sure, give us the title of a movie.
Title of the movie.
Make one up.
Oh,
Title of a movie that's never been produced.
Sure.
We're gonna make it here.
Seagulls Rising.
Seagulls Rising. Ah, I love this idea. All right, so this is 20 years after the faded popularity of Flock of Seagulls. The band gets back together with a whole new sound and struggle to get to the top of music today. Yeah.
So who would we see starring in a film like that?
Well,
Alex?
the Flock of Seagulls will be played by Corey Feldman.
Of course.
Um,
He's still alive.
He's still
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah, he's the
Corey
only
that's still
Corey who's alive.
the ghost of Corey Haim,
Okay.
Oh.
He might be hard to get.
Benjamin Button,
Okay.
and Lawrence Fishburne will be
Nice.
playing the 4 members of Flock of Seagulls.
Lawrence Fishburne. Oh, okay. In the same way that
that.
Tom Hardy played the twins, he's going to play 4 characters. Lawrence Fishburne.
Yes.
Along with the other Corys. Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
And there will also be a seagull.
Benjamin Button.
All right,
and
that
a
sounds
real
like an
seagull.
80s movie to me.
And here we have the title track from Seagulls Rising. Seagulls, we used to be a flock of them. Seagulls, we're coming back again. We were seagulls once, standing on a stage.
Standing on stage.
Then we had to stop because we terribly aged, but we're back. There it is. There's the
That
title.
works. So if you are a producer out there and you like the premise, our casting, and our title song, you know where to find us.
In this theater.
Yeah.
So,
Do you have another? Is anybody sending us any thoughts? Because if you'd like us to create a movie for you, we're here. We'd love for you to tell us the movie
Absolutely.
title that you want us to create. So we're just checking. In the
I
meantime,
mean, for now, I have a working title.
working title, sure.
Amicability.
The working title is called Amicability.
Yeah.
can
All
we
right.
can we call it Amicability, colon, the working title?
It's a working title.
There we go.
All right, Amicability. In a futuristic world where it is illegal to be nice to anyone because of a Trump presidency, everybody has to be mean and nasty all the time. That is the law of the land. But in 100 years from now, in a post-apocalyptic time, that was not easy for me to say, post-apocalyptic time, one leader, one strong leader comes forward to make people nice again. Amicability.
A working title.
A working title.
Roseanne Barr will star in this
Of
film
course.
alongside Rosie O'Donnell,
Of course.
Rosie Perez,
Of course.
and half
three
of
Rosies.
the cast members from War of the Roses will all be in that film. The protagonist.
So Michael Douglas and I forget who played the wife in that.
Well, he's the half.
He's the half. He's playing.
He's the
Oh, so
half,
we got
yeah.
him. All right.
Yeah,
So we have
and,
Michael Douglas and the three Rosies.
Yep, and then the protagonist
Yeah.
will be played by an unknown puppet named Reginald.
Reggie gets a part.
Sounds promising.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Do
right.
we have a title?
Yeah, we actually have
Song for
the
this.
title song
Amicability.
from Amicability, a working title. It's the law to hate each other. You must punch your mother. 'Cause Donald Trump said so. You can even get away with murdering a random hoe. But wait, there's some hope on the horizon. Who could it be? It's a lady named Rosie. She said be nice. And that's the work. That's the song right there. That's all we have. Yeah.
Again, if this is a movie you'd like to see made, we're
And
available.
With all the thousands of producers and directors watching right now.
So I think I'm going to take the 2 weeks off just so I can get my breathing back in order.
Yeah, David's
Tis
having
the
a-
season
having a
for
little
the
bit of,
asthma.
asthmatic.
We've got the asthma. All right. We have time for one more of these movie ideas. We're going to get one of these made. We promise you. The more we throw out there, it's kind of like
Absolutely.
spaghetti on the wall. You throw it and you hope it sticks. And I think one of these is going to stick. What do we have?
Strawberries are really the same thing as blueberries.
It's going to be a movie title.
That is.
That is the movie
The
title.
movie's title is called Strawberries
Are really the same as
thing.
blueberries.
as Blueberries.
Blueberry.
Blueberry.
It's a color.
It's a romantic.
It's a
comedy.
berry.
A romantic.
Strawberries are really the same thing as Blueberries, a romantic comedy. It's a spin-off of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, where Charlie goes away from making chocolate and goes into more of the fruit flavors. Strawberries that taste like strawberries, and the blueberries taste like blueberries, and the schnozberries taste like schnozberries. It's a whole spin-off on fruit roll-ups than
Okay.
just chocolate.
Charlie is going to be played by Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
Willy Wonka will be casted with Willy Wonka, the actual person.
Oh, the real Willy Wonka.
Yeah, the actual Willy Wonka.
He came out of hiding.
Yeah, and the Oompa Loompas will all be CGI created and voiced by Morgan Freeman.
Ah, that's beautiful.
Yes.
Ever since I was a little boy, I
Oompa
always
Loompa.
wanted to be an Oompa Loompa.
Doop-a-dee-doo.
Speaking of Morgan Freeman, he's actually a GPS voice now. I thought it was a joke, but I have it on my phone, so it's a real thing.
Morgan Freeman actually sings the title song from Strawberries Are Actually Blueberries.
All right.
That's the title of this one.
Glad we could get Morgan here.
I work in a factory that used to make nothing but chocolate. But you see, my friend, now we've switched to an organic produce. This is why I talk, because I'm not very good at singing. And that's Morgan
Yeah.
Freeman doing the title song to that.
Yeah, we didn't have the heart to tell Morgan that he couldn't sing.
You just told Morgan Freeman that he can't sing. He's watching us right now.
Sorry, you
Sorry.
can't sing, Morgan. You have a great speaking voice.
I'm not speaking with you ever
you
again.
could narrate the apocalypse.
I will be. I'm already cast in the apocalypse. Don't
Alright.
worry. I will narrate your fate to the rest of the world, David Cohen.
All right. Well, we're going to do a quick transition with our fancy technology, and I'm going to be replaced by Alex, who is going to do a scene with Alec with a singing waiter. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically have two people at a table, and we're going to give them something to talk about, but it's going to be very boring, and we're going to hear what they're actually thinking through the voice of the singing waiter, who's just kind of meandering behind them. And then I'll be around here coughing my lungs up. So here's our transition. I'm magically disappearing.
Hello.
Ah, hi.
Go ahead and explain the game.
So, the way that this game works is we have two individuals here at a restaurant, and I, as their singing waiter, will actually be singing what they're thinking. They're just going to be having a normal conversation. So, I could ask Benji, our producer, what brought these individuals here tonight? Why are they at this restaurant?
Oh, a ruptured lung.
A ruptured lung is the reason for this, and they'll just be having normal conversation with each other, but I, as their singing waiter, will be showing you, the audience, what's really going on inside their heads. So, welcome, gentlemen. Might I suggest the risotto dish tonight? And please, if you need anything at all, I'll be right here.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
I really appreciate it.
I hate waiters.
So, you were really stubborn. I had a really hard time getting this date night to work out for us. I just wanted to let you know that really hurts, because this means a lot to me.
I would rather be at home right now, watching Netflix and pretending to be asleep.
Well, you know, it's kind of hard. I ruptured my lung earlier today. It was kind of hard to get here.
I really did rupture my lung. That wasn't a lie.
You just expect me to believe that. Just every day it's an excuse. Just one day, today I ruptured my lung. Yesterday someone stole my kidney. How can I trust you?
Sleeping with your dad, but aren't you glad that I'm not telling you that?
Listen, I was going to come home early. I called my dad and I told him I'm on my way home. And then, like half an hour later, this car pulls up. I get dragged out and I wake up in a bathtub filled with ice, sans kidney. I showed you the scar.
I was on the beach in Mexico, cheating on you like I do once a month. Then, that was the honest to God's truth, that I really did get my kidney stolen.
So, if I call your father, he's gonna let me know that you were on your way to his house?
If I call your father right now, he's going to expect me to come over, because I can do something that your mother never did.
I don't know. I mean, you could call.
It's butt stuff. Sorry, I wasn't done with the song there.
What are you talking about, waiter?
No, nothing. Do you guys need any water?
Yes, please.
Yeah, we've been waiting for water this whole time.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm really thirsty because I need the oxygen from the water. since
I'll
I
have somebody
one lung.
bring you some water, but I'll just be right here, you know,
Not how it works.
singing just
Listen,
in case.
if you called my dad right now, we both know what happened. All of a sudden, it seems like every time you call him, you just have to do something that interrupts whatever we're doing.
I'm well aware of the fact that you are sleeping with my dad. He tells me about it, and he tells me all the positions that you've had.
Listen, I call your dad, like, whenever we have a scuffle, but I always have to leave for a different reason. What about you? You always have to go on these vacations all the time.
Scuffle is a code word for sleeping with your dad.
I'm part of a vacation club. I told you this, but if I don't take a vacation every month, then I'm losing the money I invested.
I prepaid for all my Mexican hookers, so if I don't go, then it will be a waste of $20,000 a month.
I just don't think it's fair that I can never go with you.
I really wish that I could go with you, cause I think Mexican guys are hot.
You really want to come with me together on a vacation?
I really think that it would be hot to watch you getting plowed by a bunch of guys.
Yeah. It just makes me so happy that you're really considering this as an option.
Please take me with you. I can feel my eggs dropping as we speak.
You know what? Why don't we make it a family thing, and we'll bring my dad too?
That way there'll be more whores for me. I will come and get your check for you right away. I hope you've
thanks
enjoyed.
for the water. Wow.
I hope you've enjoyed the
I
water
greatly
tonight.
Appreciate
folks.
it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hey, waiters.
Yeah. Well, I mean, well, dude, this is a water bar.
You want to go on that vacation?
Yeah, let's get my dad some edible underwear.
Let's go.
Oh God. Go ahead.
All right, and welcome back. We're going to end tonight with something we call Talk Dirty to Me. Could we please have from either of our newsroom people something that is not sexy?
Improv.
Improv.
That's
is
true.
not sexy. I would hope it would be. And
Wait, what are we gonna do with
you
these
have to
non-sexy
you
things?
have to get on the phone and make it sound sexy, like you're on a sex talk line.
Oh, we're gonna pretend we're on the phone, like sex phone operators?
Yeah, and you're going to do that with improv.
Oh, all right. That sounds.
You're
good.
up. This is your call.
This is your call,
This is my
Alec.
call. All right. Well, then I kind
You
of
have to
need
make
something,
improv.
then, don't I?
Improv.
I don't. I? Oh, the topic is improv.
Yeah,
Here you
All
go.
right.
You're a phone sex
Yes, your phone.
operator.
yeah.
Can I do it from here?
Now you gotta come up here.
You gotta
Alright,
come
go
up
up
to the
there.
camera. They gotta show. They gotta see your sexy face. Because every time you get up, we see your butt crack.
Oh, hello. Yeah. You want to do what? Oh, I'll do that. Yes, and? Yes, and. Yes, and. How about at the beginning of this, I sound sexy and you sound uncomfortable? How about we end it with you sounding sexy and I'm uncomfortable? Yeah?
Status transfer.
Ooh, at the beginning of this conversation, I said yes, and let's bring that back. This is only going to be funny to improvisers.
Click. I think they just hung up on you.
Aw, man.
Maybe I can do it. You know.
That was a lot of really good inside jokes for people who do improv.
That was all of our 7 improv friends watching this right now are
So
really
I
gonna
get
enjoy that.
Yeah, yeah, everybody else is gonna be like, that wasn't sexy.
Right.
Could I have something else that's not sexy?
Tater tots.
Tater tots.
Number one,
Oh,
so sexy.
Hello,
Oh,
ding 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 on the board.
jeez, man.
Sexy tater tots.
Hello. Yes, I'm in Idaho right now. And I have a bunch of bumpy spuds. Oh yes, you can dip them in ketchup. Mayonnaise? You dirty boy. Of course you can dip my tater tots in mayonnaise. Oh God. Why, of course you can stick me in your pocket and hold on to me for later. What's that? Of course I'll call you Napoleon. Ooh.
Click.
Oh. You sounded hot.
Dude, I got hot from that.
That was yeah.
I do believe I'm catching the vapors.
What's not sexy?
The triangular trade route.
You want that?
No, it's you.
Oh, it's I can't even breathe.
The
let
north.
alone
The,
Talk about the triangular trade route. Alex would like to do this.
Alex would like to. Here you go. Here's our the official phone sex phone.
Speaking of triangular trade route, I saw Alex butt crack again.
See, when you make Alec in the possessive form, it just sounds like Alex.
Yes, it's true, but I was talking about Alec. Butt crack.
So
Right,
it
the
just
butt crack
sounds
of
like
Alec.
Not Alex's. All right, so
Yeah, the possession
triangular
form of
trade
yours
route.
would just be
Go for
Alex.
it.
All right.
Triangular trade route.
Hey there. You, are you a rich white man?
Yeah.
Oh, you sound like a rich white man. Hey,
Oh yeah.
you wanna make me your slave?
Oh yes, that is the hope of every rich white family.
Oh, I could be your slave.
Okay.
I could,
That makes me
I
hot.
could poop on myself
Oh,
as
oh.
I travel to you
Oh,
for
okay.
months at a time.
I guess some people are into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do that for you.
Go on. Are you in shackles?
Oh, yes. And would you like to separate me from my family?
Of course I would.
'Cause I'll run away from you all the time.
Yeah.
And you'd have to whip me.
Oh, yes. And then I'll breed you with a bigger person, too, to make other bigger.
Please do that.
This is pretty hot right now.
Yeah.
Click. I think they hung up on you. I think it was the bigger people reference.
Yeah. That's pretty intimidating for white rich people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
Is that what rich people get off on?
Yes.
Trade routes and slavery?
Rich
shackles?
people completely, especially rich white people, get off on
Their taxes.
the oppression of an entire other group of people. It's something giddy about it, you know?
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like if you're so rich, you've done everything else in the world, you know, it's kind of hard to get
So
excitement
you-
anymore, so you kind of branch out and you
Fly
try
to Africa, shoot a lion,
Right, exactly.
or
Or,
enslave a person.
Or an entire race.
Right.
Why not?
I could see that being sexy.
Sure. Well, and a good premise for a movie, too.
Oh, who would be in that movie?
Probably.
Liam Neeson might
Yeah.
fly to a foreign country and
Try and
shackle somebody.
Yeah.
He has a particular set of skills.
Joe Piscopo.
Is he even a thing anymore?
John Lovitz.
Where is he? Oh my God, we're really digging into
early
the
80s SNL characters.
I feel like.
Eugene Levy,
Yeah.
Andrea Martin.
Joe
The
Flaherty.
guy, the puppeteer for Howard the Duck, would also be in that movie.
There was a guy inside there.
Really?
Yeah. There was a guy inside of Howard the Duck.
Just a tiny guy?
Just a tiny little guy.
Was he made from a 3D printer?
Yes. Yes, he was
awesome.
made from a 3D printer.
Benji, didn't you say that there was somebody, a dead celebrity that needed advice?
Yeah.
Who was that?
No, is it not too? It's not too soon, is it?
I hope it's too soon. I love too soon.
It was the mayor, the guy
Oh.
from Rob Ford.
Rob Ford, the
He
former
needs
mayor
advice.
of Toronto.
The hooker, coke
Coke
mayor
addict.
of Toronto.
Well, he died?
Toronto. Yeah, he died.
Toronto.
Like yesterday,
He died yesterday of complications due to cancer, actually.
due to coke.
Where am I going to get my Coke and
Coke
poutine from
Coke
now?
cancer.
Yeah,
So he needs advice.
he
you
needs
think?
advice, which he do not. He
Rob Ford needs advice. He needs to find Betty Ford in the ever after
Hmm.
and get some help.
Can get sober.
Yeah,
Cleanse his spirit, if you will.
yeah,
I think he's fine the way he is.
yeah.
He doesn't need any advice. At least he's dead, you know?
Yeah, I think the best advice he ever took was be dead.
Yeah.
Because you were not very good at being alive.
No, it's true.
It's a step up from before.
It really is. You know, I mean, had this been a kid in high school, at least he would have gotten a full-page ad in the yearbook or something,
Right.
like in memoriam.
I was going to say, are we going to have an in memoriam for Rob Ford? I kind of doubt it. But
Yeah, we're going to go. I'm going to go, and everyone's going to have crack sprinkled poutine.
I mean, at the Oscars or the Emmys.
he's not an actor.
I know, but he's kind of a celeb. So are they going to give him any cred? No, probably
Well,
not.
they're probably going to put up a big statue of him in Toronto.
He's actually, this is going to become like a new derogatory term you call people. If there's somebody who smokes a lot of crack yet remains insanely fat, they're going to be called the Rob Ford of the group.
I thought that was the Racine, Wisconsin.
No, that's the person who eats the most cheese.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to give someone else advice? Do
Sure.
we need-
Yeah, but we need to bring Reggie back so we can say goodbye after we're
Oh.
done. So if we could just transition.
Yeah.
He's back to the bathroom finally. I hope everything's okay.
It's
We'll
been
find
taking
out.
45
What does he even
minutes.
do in the bathroom? He doesn't eat anything. He's not a real person. Oh, hey, Reggie.
All right.
Sorry.
Hey. All right. So welcome back. Everything okay from the bathroom visit?
Yeah, I had to. I
Yeah.
feel so much better.
You had to take a felt?
I feel like it's just that you know we go to the bathroom, so you try to emulate the things we do to make you feel like you're not a fake person.
I just want to feel like you.
We know. You try.
We can't 3D print you a soul, Reggie.
Can you 3D print me a penis so I can fuck your wife?
He learned what sex is!
No, the bathroom. room, I studied sex.
If you
Oh,
killed
that's
him
great.
and put his ashes in that 3D printed dildo, then you'd have like a double punishment.
Reggie still thinks sex is hitting somebody on the face, so let's just let him think that.
All right, that's
That's
fine.
what I researched.
All right, who is our last little bit of advice to?
So there were people in Texas who had their house mistakenly demolished by a demolition company.
Why is it the first thing we do is laugh?
It's not funny.
So-
That's horrible.
They knocked down the wrong house. People were living in this
Who
house.
are we giving advice to?
Were
The people
they
who knocked
inside?
down?
No, the people. Yeah, the people whose house was demolished.
Wow.
They weren't
Okay.
inside.
No,
They must have been out
They
because
came.
obviously
They came home to not a home.
Where was this?
Texas.
Texas.
Obviously.
Texas.
Figures.
Fucking move.
The best advice I can give you is it's Texas. Just move. Take the insurance and run. Nobody wants to live in Texas. Been there, done that. No. Reggie, you ever lived in Texas?
Yeah, I have Texas pride.
Oh, okay.
Lone Star, like, that's all I know.
Okay. That was a good try, though.
Thanks.
Any advice for the people whose house was demolished?
Yeah, go on Extreme Makeover Home Edition, and they should just rebuild it. Just start from scratch. They love doing that.
That's more than a makeover.
Well,
they
for
have.
like $60, they can 3D print a whole new
That's
house.
true.
So it's not that big of a deal, guys.
Right, and you can actually, there's a contest you can enter where you punch Cat Williams in the face, and then he'll give you his house.
Yeah.
So that's my advice to them. To
Cat
this
Williams
Texas
lives in
family.
a hobbit hole. He doesn't? I thought he lived in.
Cat Williams was better than all of us here,
That's true.
except for Reginald.
Yeah.
You know, if I had a 3D printer, I'd do?
What would you do?
I'd 3D print Reggie some pants, because I'm sitting next to a naked dude
But he doesn't have a penis
once
yet.
a week.
Right, he doesn't have a
So we're
penis
going to put a
yet.
requisition in.
When I
So
get a
we're
penis-
off. We're off for 2 weeks. If you have an idea of what Reggie's penis should be, what it should look like, let us know. We'll
This is your-
we'll give you the best answer that we got.
Alec
and,
wanted pants for Reggie.
You can even
not a-
draw it for us. We don't care. He wants a penis.
Don't
We're going to give him a penis.
Send me the dick.
Hashtag get Reggie a penis.
Send all the penis drawings to Alec, please.
You know this. Do you know actually? Before now, we're spoiled in a modern age where you can send pictures of penises with your cell phones. What you're doing is you're bringing things back to like
No, I'm
the
asking people
early
to
times
describe.
when dick pics were sent in the mail
Exactly.
by
Exactly.
Oh my God.
to
portraits.
the fact.
Could
You're
you
just going to
imagine
describe what you
faxing a
think Reggie
picture of
should
your
have.
junk to somebody?
All right.
Imagine
or,
when you had to use Polaroids and you shake it before you give it to somebody, and they just see the dick wobbling. You know.
If this
You
is a
did that
mid-season
way
finale,
too well. Yeah, this is our mid-season
we
finale.
need a cliffhanger.
Oh, okay.
So, I just injected myself with poison
No,
Tune
you
in.
injected
Bye.
yourself
to
with
find
penis.
out if I live.
All right. Well, we'll see you in a couple weeks. We'll send out an event
He doesn't know that he's a
page.
puppet.
We all need a cliffhanger.
No. Oh yeah.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, what's our cliffhanger?
My cliffhanger for this week is I have a really big, and I will finish that sentence when we get back. What's your cliffhanger?
Oh, my cliffhanger is. Oh, it stopped.
We're-
That's actually perfect.
That's perfect. Just end it like that. End it
Oh, it
like
didn't?
that. We're done.
No, it's still going.
Oh, sorry.
All right. My cliffhanger is that I've been stalking one of you guys, and I'm gonna kill one of you tomorrow.
Alec, you really shouldn't say that on a live broadcast. That's intent right there.
What?
Never mind.
No, I'm not gonna kill you physically, emotionally.
Oh, that's fine.
What's your cliffhanger?
My cliffhanger, personally, is
We'll see you in 2 weeks.
bye. God bless
My
you.
favorite cliffhanger was Sylvester.
Oh my God, Reggie!
Happy Easter. Fuck him. He's dead.